Still mad with the last episode. Still mad. It was a personal attack on me. Nah. That was just rude. Hello, everyone. It is Liam Caddison here. We're reacting to another episode of Charmed. We're on episode number 13 of season 2. Where hopefully this episode won't be a massive attack on me, because the last episode was just... I mean, like I said, even if you had the idea that, okay, well, Piper's surely got to pull through this. Those dying, I can't believe I've just said that word. Those dying stages of the episode were just a huge test to me. Obviously, we had Piper become infected, especially after the importing of the Kiwano fruit. Things took a real drastic turn. So yeah, it was quite hectic all across the board, really, last episode. Not just in terms of Piper taking a turn for the worst, but also we had Prue leave her job at Buckland's, a place that has been pretty synonymous, I guess, to her character since we began Charmed. But also, we had Leo emerge as well. His wings have been clipped for a brief period, so it's not like it's a permanent thing. It's a suspension, if anything. But yeah, it's not just that though. But with Piper muttering Leo's name in front of Dan. Yeah, I'm guessing that there's going to be some words that are going to be delivered in this episode. So, yeah, especially with Leo's intent at the end of the last episode. Yeah, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. I am not feeling I am not feeling uncomfortable whatsoever. So why don't we get into this episode of Chopped, episode 13 of season 2? Let's go.
Because I'll be there.
Sold. She knew.
Okay, I'm freaked. Can we turn some lights on?
No, we can't.
Come on, it says to join him.
From strike of 12, count 24. That's how long the spell is for. If to abate my lonely heart.
Dang it, Phoebe.
Gifts I thee impart.
Oh, so Phoebe indirectly caused this to happen, but they record it. Okay. Okay. Get him some clothes.
You're my sister, and I'm with you. Whatever and whoever you choose.
See, I don't know if that helps, because it's like... Do they not have any clothes?
I need to eat. Another satisfied customer.
What? Whoa!
We've eaten everything in our...
It's just the guy in the back.
Is there a problem?
Yeah. Try covering up, dude.
Ah!
Remedy the situation.
Oh no. Oh, I was gonna say, they're gonna take his clothes.
Piper?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something you wanted to tell me?
Not that I know of.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm feeling the pain.
Very long time. I'm actually looking forward to a Valentine's Day dinner. And you're the reason.
There's that confidence. Oh boy.
Hi.
It doesn't
is Brianna there?
negate the awkwardness.
Of course she's at work.
That is so weird. They never showed up for our section today.
Oh, they actually got some clothes.
Hey, buddy, get in line.
Oh no. Oh no.
Could you do this to them?
My brothers!
Run! Run, my brothers! Run free!
No!
Okay, maybe I don't, but I know someone who might. Phoebe, yeah.
Oh
She'll be at
shit.
the party tonight.
Wait, I have the class roster. I know where she lives.
Show us the way.
Great, because they're not causing
we
enough
gotta eat
damage,
though,
so let's put
right?
more lives in
Guys,
danger.
really...
No, Why do you have to be such a little troublemaker?
Oh, God. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, come on. Come on. Comforting? I didn't even read that. It was just like a 2-second glance. Oh! Oh!
Hello? Worker bees?
Leo's going with the Snape
Anyone?
routine. Oh, come on. Oh!
Is that for me?
I'm not dying inside.
To a dear friend on Valentine's Day.
Oh, shh! What the fuck?
She talked too much.
What are you doing? Don't touch me!
Guys, stop. This isn't fun anymore.
Yes, it is.
Next time you want a dangerous man, might want to make sure he's not poisonous.
Oh my god.
Not me. Guys, stop. No, no, no!
I didn't think he'd ever show.
Fuck!
So since when can mortals cast spells that actually work?
Yeah,
Look,
he
I
is
know that
truly
book
a
is probably
snake.
a total cheese fest, but hey, is this the spell book? Yeah.
What was that?
It's in the closet.
Did I close the door just to quell the kerfuffle? It's like a taste of her own medicine they've done on her. That's fucked.
I don't know. Maybe it's our fault because we tried to make them into something they're not.
No, you can't blame yourself for the actions of other people.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna fix this. First, we have to fix you.
Oh,
I'll be right
that
back.
does hurt in terms of like, you know, how women can blame themselves.
Stay this way. And Andrew told them that you'd be able to help them.
Okay.
They want to
Where
remove
are
any
they now?
obstacles that try to get them to revert
There.
back.
That's where they think he'll be.
Fun. Yeah, I'm. Either they went through the back or they just completely ignored the smashed window. Anya was right though. Buddies are evil.
Yeah. Thank you, but now that you've lost your wings, I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, you're a bit more of a liability now. Speaking of being a liability and being a liability to the ship.
Say something important's come up. Or my favorite of all time. It's a matter of life and death.
Oh.
Actually, what I was going to say, if you would let me, is that I'm running a little late, and could you please wait for me at the bar?
That's just like, well, I fucked that one up.
Phoebe, so nice to smell you.
He just spotted me.
And that's creepy. Oh, and that's worse.
Okay, how are we doing on that spell?
You know, you keep throwing this we word around and I don't see you doing anything.
We?
Okay, we need to keep them human until we find out where they are.
No!
What's going on?
The good news is the spell worked.
They've turned everyone into
The spell
animals.
worked on everyone.
Oh my goodness.
And they probably were both bitten by that snake, which means that if they don't get medical attention, they could die.
All right, we'll go
25
try and find
minutes.
something in the car and
No
that will
sweat.
lead us to them.
Okay, Phoebe, you try and turn this room back, and we will try to find the girls and... go kiss someone else.
Let's take these guys with us to make sure they don't turn human.
Oh my god.
Bad dog! Ixnay on the icking lay.
Alright, you know what? Nobody bothers the witch, okay? If we all remain
Mental.
calm, I will have everything under control and back to normal, alright?
Very, very mental. Hey! And nay.
fail to be a man now.
Oh! You're gonna be picking splinters there. Yeah. Or maybe you won't.
What do you say be best? Okay, I'm serious. No, it's like having a job.
Say,
just sort of
could work
made
out
this whole charm
P3.
thing less stressful. Give me something else to worry about. So the prove old wins out after all. I like being busy. Then why mess with a good thing? Yeah, I just need to find something that I love getting busy at. Speaking
place is
of getting
always
busy,
hectic, I
check out
guess.
our little system.
No way, no way, no way, no way. No way! No way! Oh, Dan. Oh, it was okay. Good, 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 good. I was like, no fucking way is she gonna do this. But tell me I'm wrong. That was a thought. That was like an alternative thought that was going through Piper's head there. Because, I mean, she's been pulled to two sides. Like, it's this case of, I mean, I even said it in the last episode about how Leo is still a thought for her, especially now that his wigs have been clipped for a time. And there are all of these struggles, like, especially with Dan, well, he stated how jealousy can be a bit of an Achilles heel for him, but also he knows that Leo could be a challenge for him, and he doesn't want to risk losing Piper. Yeah, there was a moment where I thought that was real there, where like her running back to Leo. Oh, that would have been hella awkward, but I choose to think it's a thought. Not just like a cop out that would have had us on the edge of our seats. That it was a thought that Piper had, like, no, I gotta stay loyal. There you go. I'm with Dan now. So, I memean, don't get me. Like I said, I love the Leo and Piper relationship, but I wouldn't want to see it go down like that. Oh no. Because that's the thing, though. I do feel so bad for Dan. And I just, you know, I feel like it's going to be hella awkward at the end of episode 12. It's going to be hella awkward to follow up from what Piper muttered as she came to once again. And I wasn't disappointed in terms of how awkward it was going to be. And now with this episode unfolded, I'm just having my doubts with Dan and Piper's relationship. So, very chaotic stuff. Wouldn't say it was as deep or intense as last week's, or the last episode, should I say. It's only been a few days for me, so yeah. But wouldn't say it was as intense as the last episode, although there were some intense moments which we'll get to in a moment. But there was quite the chaotic vibe with this episode. It was fun to go through, and it was really, really, I would say, enjoyable of an episode. I did pick up on certain metaphors as well, like with this episode, especially in relation to the animals that transformed into the humans, especially with the way that some animals acted. I mean, there is the case that men can be pigs at times, although, funnily enough, the pig that transformed into a human, he was the more benevolent one of the group, and when he was disagreeing with the snake and the rabbit's methods, sadly he paid the price, really. So yeah, but you do get the idea that men can be snakes. And there was even a moment where you had one of the women who partook in the transformation spell. You even had her blame herself, really, thinking maybe it's our fault because we tried to make them into something that they're not, really. And it wasn't really. I didn't get a vindictive vibe from the women who conducted this spell, because there was this hope that they can have a partner, etc. But Phoebe rightfully assured her about the fact that you can't really blame yourself for how other people respond, really, and that's really poignant with in real life scenarios as well, because sadly you do, like, especially if the partner does act out and is aggressive and is very, very mean, really. You sadly do get the women who will blame themselves and think that they are the problem, and that they are all to blame, and that's not really the case, especially when their partner acts out, when they are aggressive, when they are very, very hostile and abusive even. So there are like metaphors and commentaries involved in this episode, which I really, really picked up upon with this episode. So yeah, but no, it was really, really great to have a focus on like all the sisters, even like Phoebe in her college work as well, because obviously she's made a bit of a big, rightfully so, a big deal about going there, and it was really, really great to see her with that pact. Really, so that was really that was nice to see. And yeah, like I said, there was just chaos galore with this episode because of like how we opened up with all of the um, transformed humans, like just wandering around in the nude, and yeah, thankfully that wasn't the case for the duration of the episode. It would have been hella awkward. So yeah, but there were bigger concerns, obviously, with the fact that they, I guess, used that animal instinct to come to the surface, especially when it comes to the snake. Obviously, there is that metaphor as well, but snakes can be pretty hostile, especially with the way that guy was acting out. They could be pretty hostile creatures as well. But you could also see the mannerisms as well being adopted with the transformed humans as well. Like especially with the pig, and I kind of got that like menacing, sinister voice from the snake. So yeah, I really, really loved how it wasn't just, okay, you were once an animal, now you're ordinary. Like it kind of like I think the Princess and the Frog. I think yeah. They don't transform randomly into a person and act all humanly. They still have that animal instinct really to them. So yeah. But and that was a really, really nice touch, as well as I guess the some of the reactions, like especially the pig witnessing the hot dogs. That was just perfect. But no, it was chaotic. Like especially when nearly everyone in P3 got turned into animals. Thankfully the sisters didn't, because that would have been interesting. So yeah, but that was a really, really chaotic moment where everyone in P3 was just whammied into animals. So yeah, but no, there was quite a lot of shenanigans that went down in this episode. So yeah, and like I said, it was really great to focus on the sisters. We reflected on Phoebe going back to college, but also there was a bit of focus on Prue and Piper as well. You don't think too much on the surface of Prue, like as if, okay, well, there's nothing to do, but in actuality there is a lot of focus on Prue's character, like in terms of the importance of Prue's character in this episode, because we know that Prue loves her work, etc. So when she's out of a job, when she has time to herself and no work obligations, etc., it is very, very interesting to pick on her character, because she's bored. This isn't really her life, so it is driving her up the wall, and you could see her just itching to have something to do, really. So and you know, you can really sympathize there. I mean, there seems to be that indication that Prue hasn't been in this kind of situation for a very long time, because of the fact that she does love her work, and it's really great to see how Prue is struggling in terms of unemployment, because it does fit with her character very well. We know through this journey so far of Charmed that work has been a very it's a pretty much a staple for her life. So when you take that away, it's it kind of becomes an annoyance, really. So yeah, and you could even see her with the vase, like it's just such a boring situation that Prue finds herself to be in. So yeah, like I said, on the surface of it, some people might not think much about Prue's story, but there is a lot to digest in terms of Prue, and how you just feel so bad for her, because she is wanting something to do, to the fact where put her in, like, you could just put her in P3 and that will suffice her really well, especially with how hectic it can be, and that can get her on the move, and that will be fine and dandy for her, because otherwise, the longer she sticks around at home with nothing to do, it's just going to get more and more annoying. It's just going to be like that itch on your back, where it's in a spot where you cannot reach, and it becomes so frustrating if you do not attend it for that long. Yeah, it'll drive you up the wall, and that's what we're seeing with Prue in this episode. So yeah, but I wonder if volunteer work can be a thing, if there was little success for Prue in terms of finding a job, like that would be that could be something. So yeah, and then there was Piper. Oh boy. This was really tough, wasn't it, in terms of Dan and Leo, especially with what Leo had to say. Excuse me. With what Leo had to say at the end of episode number 12. And we kind of saw that unfold with this episode, with Dan making reference to what Piper said in the hospital when she came to, about name dropping Leo, and that really knocked a bit in him. He tried to kind of put a plaster on some of the wounds that were there, because he even made a mention about the fact that okay, let me guess, you're going to take off, your sisters need you, etc. So you can really see how much of a toll that the whole Wicker life that Piper leads is having on Dan. Not just that though, but of course Leo being intertwined into the mix. The worst thing is there is that normality that is something that Piper really wanted, but she didn't want to enforce on Leo because she didn't want to be selfish, of course. So she is stuck in a very, and it doesn't help with this episode, especially with it being centralized around Valentine's Day. You have Leo still trying to shoot his shot, and it doesn't help with the whole card situation, especially when Piper was trying to get a card for Leo. And yeah, Piper really made a bit of an upsie, flashing that card basically in front of Dan. So but the sad thing is for Dan, he knows that Leo is kind of towering over him, really, in terms because of the past that Leo and Piper have had, and with Leo still with Leo still becoming a bit of like a bit of a presence in terms of Piper's life, that does put some anxiety on Dan. And Dan brought up about the fact that he was jealous. So yeah, and I do feel so bad for Dan because he is trying. So, and you know, it's so funny. At the start of the season, I was thinking, okay, there's something. Dan's hiding something, surely. But there is just that normal. He just wants a nice, happy relationship with Piper. Though I don't see that relationship. I don't see that relationship coming like being stable coming into season 3. That's all I'm gonna say, because with Leo already saying that I'm still gonna fight for you, and Dan is, you can see that Dan is starting to slip and is starting to think that this is hurtling towards a black hole. I mean, it is going to be a bit miraculous for this relationship to be on stable grounds, I would say. So yeah, that's why I'm not having much confidence in the fact that that relationship is going to survive coming into season 3, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. So yeah, it's just that, it was like, it was really, really awkward. And it's funny, like, it's the second time I've been in pain when it comes to Piper in a row. It's the second time in a row that I've been in pain when it comes to Piper. Just this was a different kind of pain, where I was just distraught in the last episode. This episode, I was just feeling it. I was feeling the awkwardness. I was like, oh, this, yeah. If I was in this room, I would just slink out. I would just be like, I'm not soaking in this tea. It's just, it's just too much. So yeah, but I do feel so bad for Dan. But we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. But no, like I said, very chaotic episode, especially in regards to the animals. Especially with that spell that turned everyone into animals, and it was really, really fun stuff. A nice, fun, I would say low-key episode, especially when it comes to Piper's triangle that she's involved in. But no, it was a really, really fun episode that was full of shenanigans. So yeah, but I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!